Hello, I welcome you to this short video, which is about the GCE Mathematics Paper 2 for 2022. So this is for 2022, and particularly we want to look at the first four parts. The first part, which is part 1, is asking us to evaluate 5. So number 1 is asking us to evaluate 5 cubed times 1 over 5 squared. Okay, so to evaluate simply means to find the value of. So how can we find the value of this expression? We can say we are going to maintain 5 cubed times, then we express this fraction into the index notation. So we are going to have 5 power 2, then the fraction is going to give us the power of negative 2. So from there, we can now apply the rule of indices for multiplication. We have the same base, and then we are multiplying. So we are going to maintain the base, then we simply add the powers. So it is 3 plus negative 2. From there, it will be 5. Then 3 positive times negative gives us negative, and we're going to have negative 2. So this will come to 5 power 1, which is simply 5. So that is how you evaluate the first part. Okay? We can move to part 2, which is asking us to expand and simplify. So part 2 is about expanding and simplifying the expressions. We have 2a plus 3 and 3a minus 4. So we need to understand that what is between the two is multiplication. So how do we multiply, or how do we expand? We are going to expand through multiplication. And the implication is that the first part in this expression is supposed to multiply each of the parts in the second brackets here. Okay, similarly, the positive 3 is going to multiply the 3a as well as the negative 4. So we are going to say 2a is going to multiply 3a as well as negative 4. Then also positive 3 is going to multiply 3a and negative 4. So we are expanding, and then we can simplify afterwards. So from there, we can now multiply. So what is 2a times 3a? We are going to have 6a power 2. Then 2a times negative 4 is going to give us negative 8a. We come to this side. We have 3, positive 3 times 3a. We are going to have positive 9a. Then 3 times negative 4, we are going to have to get negative 12. So we have expanded. Now we need to simplify. How do we simplify? We need to identify the like terms. So we can see that we cannot add 2a squared or subtract. So we cannot subtract 8a from 6a squared because the degrees of the powers are different. So what we can add or subtract are these two parts here, negative 8a plus 9a. So this is going to be maintained, 6a squared, then plus a, then minus 12. Why plus a? Because we have negative 8a plus 9a. Different signs, we subtract, then get the sign from the bigger number. This is what we are going to get. Okay, now part 3 is asking us to solve the equation. So to solve simply means to find the value of. In this case, we want to find the value of x, and we are going to do it by first rearranging the equation. So we are going to have 4x squared, then this can be brought on the other side so that we have negative 9x equal to 0. Okay, and as you can see, we have some common factors, which in this case is the variable of x. We can bring it out, and so we shall remain with 4x minus 9, okay, being equal to 0. Okay, so what next? Our interest is to solve for the value of x. So we can say at this stage x equal to 0 is x, okay, or 4x minus 9, which is in brackets, is also equal to 0. This can be further solved, and we are going to get 4x, because from 4x we cannot subtract 9. So this 9 shall bring its additive inverse on this side, which is positive 9. And then we can simply divide on both sides by 4. So x is going to be equal to 9 over 4 is going to come to 4 into 9 is 1. That's a whole number. Remainder 5 over 4. So this is what we are going to get. Is it? Yes, it is. So that is for part 3. Then we can quickly move our attention to number 4. Okay, so number 4, I hope you are able to see it from your side. Number 4 indicates that we are supposed to shade, in brackets we have A intersection B complement intersection C. So we need to understand that, okay, so in this question we want to shade the given part is as indicated here. Okay, so the intersection of A and B, there is a complement. There is A intersection B, and then there is a complement, meaning the intersection of this part. So A intersection B is this part here, okay? And then we have intersect. So we need to find the intersection of the two parts, the intersection of this part and the set C, okay? So meaning what is being found in the intersection of A and B complement. A intersection of A and B complement is going to be the outside of the intersection part for A and B. Now this intersection should also intersect with the set C, okay? Set C is this set here, so meaning we are going to consider this part as the intersection of the two parts. The intersection of the A intersection B complement, okay, which is the outer part of this portion, as well as now the intersection of this. So this is what we are going to get for part 4. We can move our attention to the next part. The next part it is part 5, and in part 5, let me just put it here. The question is factorize completely 2ab plus xy minus 2ay minus bx. So to factorize simply means to factorization actually is the opposite of expansion. So we need to just do that, and then we are going to rearrange as we work out the factorization. So we have 2ab plus xy minus 2ay minus bx, okay? So I'm going to rearrange by just grouping the like terms, or the terms that can easily be factorized. So I'm going to have 2ab maintained, then minus 2ay, okay? Then I'm going to put the negative bx and positive xy together. So from there, we can see that the 2a from the first group is common, okay? So we can bring it out. We have 2a. The remaining part is b, okay, here. Then we can simply say 2a into 2ay. We are going to remain with negative y because there's a negative here. Coming to the second group, we need to identify the common factor, which is, in this case, is negative x. So it will be negative x outside. We are going to open the brackets. Then we are going to have a b from this part. And then here, we are also going to have a negative y. The idea is that these two parts in the brackets are supposed to be similar so that we can ignore one and consider one as part of our factorization. So we have factorized, but it's not complete, so we need to continue. Okay, from there we are going to say we have 2a outside and negative x. We can put this as in one group, and then from the two parts that we have, we shall just pick one and then we ignore the other, so it is b minus y. So the other one can be ignored. So this is going to be the solution to number 5. We can move to the second part.